And they are racing. Oscar Eclipse, the favorite, hustled out of there. Can't hush this flashing speed and take the charge. Is tucked in neatly down the rail from third. Moe's Treasure is fourth as they go single file around the opening turn. Still two back to Mia Comet. And at the back of the pack is Funny Uncle in Quaternion. They turn up the backside, 8 lengths from top to bottom, and it's Can't Hush This. And Martin Garcia is showing the way up the backside with just outside 5 furlongs to go, and Can't Hush This, the son of Not This Time, is paving the Pea Patch path by a length and a half. And Oscar Eclipse take the charge. They move a closer second and third. Moe's Treasure is fourth. Behind that quarter, 23-1, just outside the half mile to go. Quaternion is fifth at about 6 or 7 off the pace. Maya Comet with a wide angle to the far turn run, and Funny Uncle is last of them all. They head over to the far turn, 3 furlongs from the money. Half mile was 46 seconds flat, so no excuses here for Can't Hush This. The favorite Oscar Eclipse now being asked to go get him there from second. Moe's Treasure under a heavy drive from third. And from the backfield, Quaternion is raced up into fourth as they race towards the top of the home stretch. And at 3-2, Oscar Eclipse comes roaring off the turn. And as they lean into the lane, it's Oscar Eclipse who's bounding clear by 2.5. Moe's Treasure at a big number is second. Quaternion made that big wide move but has stalled and is running in place with a 16th to go. Oscar Eclipse was tons the best. Oscar Eclipse turns the lights out on the field here. One gathered up by almost 5.5. Moe's Treasure was second, Quaternion third, and then it was Maya Comet fourth. And the bottom of the high 5 pace setting, Can't Hush This, faded to fifth, 136-3. They're at the post, and they are racing. English Treasure, she broke a little bit outwardly leaving the starting gate, but now she's trying to tuck on in as they race under the line for the first time, where Guns and Lilies and Jennifer My Love, they are doing the business up top as Mindful takes off the speed there from third to the inside. Animal Fries is fourth as they enter that turn. Advancing up to the outside, there goes Robin Sage, and meanwhile, Animal Fries looks to be hard to handle there for Mitchell Merle, linked to English Treasure, who's still continuing in along about the 3-path, Make the Boys Wink, and Mo Divine at the back of the pack. About 7 or 8 lengths from top to bottom, and they turn up the backside with just outside 5.5 furlongs to go. The quarter was 24-1. Jennifer My Love and Flo out there dictating the terms a half a length to Guns and Lilies from second. Mindful tucked in down along the inner rail from third as Robin Sage is to her outside in fourth. Then it's English Treasure in fifth. From the inside, Animal Fries, Mo Divine is looking to split horses as she comes right on the back of Robin Sage, and Make the Boys Wink is last entry into the far turn, half mile 48-4. Jennifer My Love still there, still showing the way under the confident hands of Flo, and up to the outside is Guns and Lilies. Now she makes her move. Meanwhile, continuing with that wide angle, she's traveled wide throughout much of the journey. English Treasure, she comes to tackle while doing so in about the 4-path top of the home stretch. Jennifer My Love will cut to corner. English Treasure continuing to cover a lot of ground. Robin Sage from between horses from last. Make the Boys Wink is rolling down the stand side with a 16th to go. Make the Boys Wink from last to first, and she did it under wraps. She won gathered up by almost 3 in the end. Robin Sage was second. Then it was Mindful up the inside third, and the running time was 1:41.4. Goes in. They're at the post, and they are racing at Ellis. And it was a good start for Otto the Conqueror. Brian jumped well, and from the inside, got a need for speed as they leave the chute and straighten up the main course, and emerging from between horses as they straighten up the main course, there goes Collins. So Collins for Godolphin dictating the terms. Otto the Conqueror from second. Brian and Got a Need for Speed third and fourth as they run up the backside. Now advancing to the outside of the horses, there goes Liberal Arts. Meanwhile, Nuevo Amanecer has drawn within about 4 lengths of the lead. So a couple lengths further back to Allied Victory. To the inside is Leadfoot, and B. Wayne stuck in between horses, 6 in front of Warp 9, and New Bern is at the back of the pack, the quarter 23 seconds flat. Just outside 3 furlongs to go, and at 7-1, Collins made that mid-backside move, and Otto to the Conquerors right to the outside. They're matching strides two in front of Bryan from third. Up to the outside, Liberal Arts with a wide angle from fourth. As Allied Victory starts to unwind to the inside, got a need for speed. Top of the home stretch, Otto the Conqueror comes calling for the lead as they straighten away for the top of the home stretch. Danger to the outside, and Liberal Arts is on the wrong lead, shifting ground while coming at the pace hitter, Otto the Conqueror. Up to the outside, Liberal Arts, Otto the Conqueror is tough as nails, 1/16 to go, and they're in match race mode in deep stretch, where Liberal Arts has gained the upper hand late. And Liberal Arts wins for Robbie Medina 3/4 of a length. Otto the Conqueror was second, almost double digits back to a blanket finish for third in 1:24-2. All set. They are racing. Slow start for Fun Loving. Came away slow into stride, but quick into stride from the high draw. Glossy Live hustled out to the front, trying to cross and clear as Cairo Street has the fence there from second. So into the first turn. In fact, from that 12 stall, Glossy Life, she's made the point, and she's found her way all the way down to the rail into the run the opening turn. Cairo Street is second. Kessel held down to the inside from third. Austere on debut to the outside in fourth. Deeper on the course, Plumeria is fifth early, advancing to the inside, Lady of Devon. Then we trail back about a length and a half back to Crystal Symphony, who is just now to the inside of Fun Loving, who's on the move early. Rockstar Doctor is just to the inside of Weighted Average, and the two back markers, Moonlit Gambler and Mendy. The quarter not all that fast. Wow, 24-4. Glossy Live leads a strung outfield up the backside just outside the half mile to go, and her lead's 2.5 lengths, but Cairo Street is poised there from second as they approach the 3.5 furlong marker. Then to the inside, Kessel is keen to go on there from third, and advancing up into fourth as they race around the turn. There goes Plumeria also. Austere is within striking range just outside the quarter-mile pole. Cairo Street is cut loose by Chris Landeros. Here she comes to tackle the pace hitter. Meanwhile, Kessel tips out off cover. Plumeria, the daughter of Curlin, is full of run too, as there's many chances. 4 across the course as they straighten away to the home stretch, and it is Cairo Street from between horses. Plumeria got shut down as Austere comes calling for the lead. In Fun Loving, after that slow start, is flying, and Weighted Average is launching off too, but it is Austere who got first run, and it is Austere who's going to the winner's circle, a debut winner. A blanket photo finish there for second, involving Plumeria to the inside. Fun Loving was in the middle, and Weighted Average to the outside, 143. Hot Beach to the outside. They're at the post, and they are racing in the sixth running of the Ellis Park Debutante. Not the greatest start in the world for You Almost Had Me, but it was a fast one for Twirling Queen. Also intermittent fast up the inside as they leave the chute and straight up the main course. And joining them, both Texas Women for Arts and Hot Beats are third and fourth. Ripperton is fifth at about 6 off the pace. You Almost Had Me. She's made an early backstretch move, and she's really tugging along there up the backside, giving Flo a hard time there. Easy Red advancing to the inside of her. And then it is Grace Given and Anita Strudis at the back of the pack. Half mile to go in the Ellis Park Debutante. Intermittent fast. Still right there is Twirling Queen. 3 deep. Here comes Hot Beach, the maiden. Moves a closer third. Texas Women for Arts is fourth. Now You Almost Had Me. She settled down a bit. She draws a closer fourth. That puts Texas Women for Arts in fifth. Ripperton down on the inside from the backfield. Edith Strudis starts to unwind just outside a quarter to go. The half mile, 45 and 3/5 seconds to the top of the home stretch. Twirling Queen still boxing on, but there's Hot Beach, who raises the stakes and goes on with it just outside the furlong grounds. Hot Beach with the lead. Twirling Queen back into second. Texas Women for Arts is battling for the minors with the heavy favorite You Almost Had Me, but with a 16th left to go. Hot Beach is shortening strides, but doing so while 3 clear. Ripperton is running a strong one for a good late effort up into second, but Hot Beach made it no more. She takes the Ellis Park Debutante in 1:24-1. Breaking the maiden here in the Debutante. Declan Cannon up top for Brian Lynch. And they are racing in the 8th edition of the Ellis Park Juvenile. Good start. And it was a good one for Baytown Chatterbox, also from Between Horses, Dunphy, and Let's Go Mark up part of the pace as well. And all of a sudden, Balta joins the front rake. So out of the chute and on the main course, there's room at the fence for Call Me Andy to come on to the inside of Balta. Up to the outside there as they head up the backside, it's Let's Go Mark, and a couple links for the back to Baytown Chatterbox, still two. Back to Could It Be Magic and Omax is third last. The two back markers are Bodacious Colton and a Ham Sandwich. They got the quarter in the Juvenile, 22 and 2. They pass the half-mile pole, and they go into the far turn run. Up to the outside, Balta. Down on the inside is Call Me Andy. And Dunphy right in between those. Now backs out of there as Baytown Chatterbox goes wide from fourth. Up the inside, Omax is next. Could It Be Magic is underway as they race around the turn with 1 quarter to go. And Balta, the son of money, strikes the front. Call Me Andy with that inside patches there up into second. From the backfield, Omax and Could It Be Magic moves wide for the drive. Top of the home stretch. And it is Balta and Call Me Andy who hook up as Baytown Chatterbox is third. Omax and Could It Be Magic exchanging bumps back into fourth just outside the 16th pole. Baytown Chatterbox upset-minded. He's shifting ground up the inside. Call Me Andy down the center. Could It Be Magic? A 60-1 balloons. Bombs away winner. Baytown Chatterbox goes back-to-back as he takes the Ellis Park Juvenile in 125 and 1. The son of Street Sense and Tyler Hurd. And they are racing to a perfect beginning in the fourth running of the Ottoman Oaks. In Black Forest, the daughter of Frosted, fleet-footed from Between Horses. Topsy to her outside, Ruthless Rua, advancing underneath on the run down the backstretch. Santa Fe Gold came away racing fourth as they straighten up the backside. Flamand, the gray, right on heels there from fifth in front of the favorite Molaza, who's about 5.5 off the pace, still 4. Back to Positano Sunset, 2.5 to Padma. And Magical Loot, she'll have to run by them all. She's 9th in trailing. She has some pace in front of her, though, the first quarter as they pass the half-mile pole, 22.09 seconds. And Black Forest sets up shop up top 3 parts of a link to Santa Fe Gold with a mid-race move. Up the inside, Ruthless Rua, Topsy is next. Then it's the gray Flamand. Meanwhile, Merlazin, the orange silks, is 6. She has 5 lengths to gain. She's been guided to the outside by Flo, and here she comes. And also Positano Sunset gaining ground up the fence. She's moving with Padma, and Magical Loot is being asked to quicken as they have a quarter to go in the Ottoman Oaks half-mile 45 and 2, and here they come to the top of the home stretch. They fin out 4 deep as they straighten away. It's Santa Fe Gold to gray. Black Forest still fighting on. Flamand upset-minded, the other gray up the inside. Here comes Ruthless Rua, Positano Sunset. A cavalry charge by the 16th pole, and Positano Sunset up the fence, coming after Flamand to the wire. Positano Sunset, and a rail skipper from Chris Landeros takes the fourth running of the Ottoman Oaks. How do you do that? And Brian Hernandez Jr. into line. They're at the post. And they are racing in the 6th running of the Ellis Park Derby. It was a good start for Ola Thobel. Blue Light on the stretch out. His flashing speed as well. 3 deep comes Transect. Down on the inside, Tumbarumba. In between those two is Release McCracken as they work around the turn. How do you do that? Came away racing in the 6th position towards his inside as they turn up the backside. Loyal Company now second last and at the back of the pack. About 10 or 11 lengths off the lead. The gray Dennington. Up the backside they go. In the Ellis Park Derby, they got the quarter 23 seconds flat. So with 5 furlongs to go, the leader still Ola Thobel. From Between Horses, Loyal Company and Declan Cannon move a closer, Blue Light moves a closer second. Transect to the outside in the clear from third. Tumbarumba is fourth. Release McCracken now fifth, just towards inside Loyal Company. Then it is How Do You Do That? His second last, and Dennington still trails. 3 furlongs to go, half-mile 46 and 1. They go 3 across the course. Blue Light, Let Go by Flo, comes on through to take the lead as Transect is bearing down to the outside. That's all for Ola Thobel as they race around the turn. Here comes Tumbarumba moving in tandem with Loyal Company up the inside as they straighten away to the top of home stretch of Ola Thobel. 5 across the course as they whip them in the Derby. Transect for OXO from Between Horses. The McCracken. There is Loyal Company Company as well. Up to the outside, finishing with interest, Tumbarumba! And Tumbarumba, what a memorable day here for Brian Lynch. Wins the Ellis Park Derby 3/4 of a length. Loyal Company fought on well in that photo there with Transect. Then it was Dennington. We trailed back to Blue Linkers going up to the outside. They're at the post. And they are racing in the R.A. Cowboy Jones Stakes. And it was a good beginning for Wind of Change and Stage Raider from between horses Beck Actor. And up to the outside, Kapuna is a close-up fourth on the run around that opening turn. Seize the Night came away tracking from fifth. Big Blue Line tucked in down along the inner rail. And Hear My Song is at the back of the pack, about 7 lengths off the lead, as Wind of Change has been taken in hand and tried to slow the pace down, but Best Actor and Kapuna will have none of that, and they go on with it. So Best Actor just narrowly from Kapuna, as Wind of Change backs off from third. Hear My Song in the orange silks up to the outside, as Stage Raider is glued to the fence. Seize the Night is second last, and Big Blue Line is last of the 7, but just about 4 lengths from top to bottom, the quarter 23 and 3, half mile 46 and 3. Best Actor showing the way, Kapuna to the outside, and here comes Hear My Song with a blitz in the Cowboy Jones with 5/16 to go. Hear My Song comes to tackle the pace setters from the inside. Best Actor is still fighting as they race around the turn, and they've got to get to Hear My Song. Seize the Night looks to come as a 7-1 upset winner to the top of the home stretch, and Best Actor is resilient to the inside, and all of a sudden Stage Raider comes charging through from between horses and pushes on by with a 16th to go. Stage Raider, late charge from Big Blue Line, but Stage Raider in a heady ride from Brian Hernandez Jr. takes the Cowboy Jones here for John Gunther and Cherie DeVoe in 1:35 and 4. Like Waters in, they're at the post. And they are racing in the 42nd running of the Groupie Doll Stakes. It was a fast start for Non-Violence. Also, Coastal Charm flashing speed as they head over in that opening turn. Deep on the course, Hidden Connection third. Falconette down on the inside racing in fourth. The Black-Eyed Susan winner, Interstate Daydream, will track him from fifth. Ice Orchid is second last, and Be Like Water is seventh and trailing. About a half a dozen lengths top to bottom as they traverse up the backside in the Groupie Doll with just outside 5 furlongs to go. Non-Violence takes him through a first quarter and almost 24 seconds flat as Coastal Charm tugging hard up to the outside. 4 wide, Hidden Connection. Down along the fence, Be Like Water from last is raced up into a joint fourth, and in between them, as they head up the backside, is Falconette. Now, Interstate Daydream backs off of it, and now she is last on the run of the far turn, where Non-Violence still leads. Non-Violence up top. Here comes a pressured bid from Coastal Dream to the outside as Hidden Connection stacks up 3 deep as they race around the turn. So Non-Violence confronted by Coastal Charm. Hidden Connection a 3 wide third. In behind them, Falconette, and up the inside, Be Like Water. Interstate Daydream is last as they straighten away to the top of the home stretch. And here comes a sweeping bid from Hidden Connection as they're 5 across the course with a furlong to go. Punching on through, here comes Falconette. Hidden Connection with the blinkers on, and late on the scene, Interstate Daydream is rolling. They come to the line, and Falconette takes the 42nd running of the Groupie Doll, and Falconette gets it done here for Gerardo Corrales and Todd Pletcher.